Alright guys, BLM here, we're back with another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of Duelist, and it's already like 2:15 in the morning, but whatever, we'll do one more episode. So let's go, we're starting 5Ds, so let's go. 5Ds is my favorite series of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series here, but what the fuck, like they have to have what's it, you save one eye open. Okay, we're also going to continue off the Survivor Series. I just did the second swap here for Season 7. So these are swap tribes. On the red tribe we have Akiza, Misty, Donzalug, Leo, and Quentin. On the blue tribe we have Bakura, Panic, Sartorius, Chaz, and Henrietta. And on the yellow tribe we have Bones, Sayer, Roman, Dox, and Hunter Pace. So really, I mean, again, this is something I didn't even notice until we started playing this season now, is that this season's very villain heavy. Like, the only real protagonists on this entire cast at this point, I mean, the only two are Chaz and Akiza. Like, everyone else is either villain or... I mean, they're all villains, actually. Yeah, they're pretty much all villains. I mean, Misty's like a question. I mean, there's a couple like kind of in the middle. Like, I mean, Leo is like, he is a villain for most of the series, but like he doesn't end up being like a villain at the end. But I don't know, whatever. All right, so this is a tutorial on synchros. Again, I know how the synchros work, so I mean, we're fine. But we'll still play this out. Actually, you have to play this, don't you? Okay. So let's set it. Why not? Oh fuck. So yeah, so the plan is, I mean, obviously to get further in this game, this episode, but also to, I think really the focus will be on the Survivor Series here, because I want to set it up so I can finish Season 9 by the end of tomorrow, which for that to happen, I would have to at least be... I would have to be pretty far into this Season 7 here to do that. If not even be finished with it, so we'll try to do that here. So, I mean, the next immunity challenge is a pretty generic challenge, based on its description at least, where it's, cast-phase navigate, walk heavy puzzle pieces, transport them back to the mat. 3 tribe mates use them to solve a puzzle. So it's like, it sounds like a pretty generic challenge. So it's like, again, in terms of physical strength, I feel like this red tribe is the weakest, but I think they're also probably the strongest in terms of puzzle ability, where they have Leo and Akiza, and even Donzalug's there. Quentin is pretty smart as well, I believe. So it's like, I feel like that might be enough. Like, just the puzzle making stuff there might be enough there. Yeah, I want to look up Quentin again, just to make sure. What are we coming here? Celestial, what the fuck is that? Whatever, cool. Synchro summon. Okay. So this is a level 7 synchro. Can't cancel. Archfiend, that's not work. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking that this might be the... I feel like that tribe just dominates in the puzzle. And I feel like if there's gonna be a second one, I feel like this blue tribe's pretty good too. Rio, Panic, Sartorius, Chaz, Henrietta. I mean, I don't know actually. I was thinking it was stronger, but then like well, maybe. Because I feel like this, Bones, Sayer, Roman, Dox, Hunter, Pace. Team too, so maybe this blue tribe goes to tribal. This Bakura, Panic, Sartorius, Chaz, and Henrietta group. And if that's the case, I'm trying to think. I mean, I think Panic go home here, to be honest. Because is I think Sartorius, Sartorius has a liking of Chaz. I feel like Sartorius wants to keep Chaz around. Yeah, fucking care. Come on. And Henrietta is someone I could see being with Sartorius as well. While and I could see Sartorius having a relationship with Bakura, but I can't see him having a relationship with Panic. So I feel like Panic goes here. I feel like it's like what 3-2. I think Panic probably goes for Chaz. So does Bakura. I think it's a Panic goes home, which is not very surprising at all because Panic's kind of an asshole. So there we go, 3-2. Cool. We'll use the story deck. Again, if we get stuck or whatever, we'll use the user deck. We've had to use it a few times, a good chunk of times really at this point. But yeah. The Panic goes home. I actually went to all but one tribal council, so that's something. And then we're at the penultimate tribal council. Again, I believe this is a water challenge with a word puzzle at the end. So, I don't know. I mean, I think the Akiza tribe wins this. Yeah, I think again in terms of puzzles, it's just a super strong tribe. Okay, this is pretty good. 2 scrap iron scarecrows. We have 2. Are these tuners? Level 3. We have a level 5 tuner right away. So we have a junk warrior right away here. The thing is it worth doing? And I guess we're gonna say it is. Fine, whatever. Wait, what? Why don't we have a... Why can't we get Junk Warrior? Oh, it's a Junk Synchro. Fuck off. Fuck off. Alright, that's annoying. Why, if I knew that, I would have done this a lot differently, obviously. Fusion Sage. Fusion Sage. What is he gonna summon? Big Piece Golem or whatever? Vice Dragon, okay. Really? He has a turn 1 Red Dragon Archfiend. Oh no, he's summoning Stardust. What a fucker. Okay. Fine. There we go. Scrap Iron Scarecrow is great. Speed Warrior. Ah, this is so bad. Why do we need Junk Synchron in particular? That sucks. Dude, I don't think this is a... Wait, what can we summon? Oh, can we summon? Cool, okay, Nitro Warrior. I wasn't even thinking of this. Okay, once per turn during each of your turns. Wait. Once during each of your turns, okay. You activate a spell card, this card gains 1,000 attack. During the next attack, okay, I will summon it. With nothing better. There we go. So yeah, I think Red Tribe wins this challenge. And I think the other one's, again, I think the other one's top. Let's give it to the Blue Tribe. Why not? So this Yellow Tribe goes to Tribal. Bones, Sayer, Roman, Dox, and Hunter Pace. And I feel like the one that seems out of place there to me is Hunter Pace. Because Hunter Pace isn't really a full-on villain. Like, he's not a hero, obviously, but he's not really a full-on villain either. Like, he's just a guy that wants to beat Jack Atlas. And, I kind of can see them voting for him. I mean, let's look at this. Let's look at the numbers here. We got Dox, Bones. Yeah, I mean, I could see them voting for Hunter Pace. I think Hunter goes for Bones, which means Bones makes the merge, by the way. But, okay, so actually, it looks like things are working out this time. Yeah, I wish we had more fucking synchros, though. Because there's so many different possibilities we could have, but it's like we're being limited by all this other shit. Okay. Oh, fuck off. I forgot about that. Okay. So 100 pace is the last boot before the merge. And here we go. We are at the merge. Which is a, yeah, an interesting group of people. Yeah, I don't think this really bodes well for Akiza. Point guard. Because I feel like she's the only real, her and Chaz are the only real protagonists left at this point. So I feel like this probably wasn't the best cast for them. They're kind of fucked, but whatever. Let's try to do spreadsheet for a second here. Alright, so we're at the merge. So the people at the merge here are Akiza, Misty Treadwell, Dawn Zalud, Leo Akaba, Quentin, Bakura, Sartorius, Chaz, Henrietta Akaba, Bones, Sayer, Roman, and Dox. And actually, looking at this, I think there might be a chance. I think there might be a chance that Akiza ends up in the majority here. But either way. So first up, the immunity challenge of season 13 was the head block thing, bludgeoning a head on the block. I don't know. I mean, who would do well with this? I feel like. Wait, what the fuck? This can't be destroyed either. Well, that's some bullshit, isn't it? Okay, whatever. Just fucking tune something already. God damn it. God damn it. Why can't we draw a monster? Huh. Maybe that's good. Maybe we actually want him to synchro. Wait, what's this? Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, why would I activate this? On this card, he controls destroyed. It's in the graveyard. Why would we activate this effect? Whatever. I don't even know what the effect is, to be honest. Oh, I just switched it to attack. It's only till the end phase, this, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, please synchro something. Fuck. Ah, fuck off. Yeah, it's like we're in a dominant position, but we can't do anything with that position. Yeah, it's been another monster. Okay, so yeah, I mean, who would win this challenge again? I think Akiza could do well. I feel like Dawn Zalud would do well. Kura could do well. Roman could do well. I think we'll give it to Dawn though. I think Dawn wins this. I guess Dawn could be a pretty big immunity threat here. I can see that being the case. We'll see. So if Dawn wins immunity, what happens here? Because yeah, I feel like this, obviously the merge boot is usually where there's the most sort of possibilities here. So we gotta figure out what the alliances are. Which, I think Akiza might not be in the worst spot, because I think Akiza has Misty. So that's something. I think Donzo Lug, let's just put him on his own for right now. Let's have Leo. I think Leo could be a potential Akiza ally. I think same thing with Quentin. I think Bakura is probably on his own right now. Sartorius. I think it's Sartorius and Chaz. I think those two are aligned. I think Henrietta, I mean, I guess we could say she's aligned with Leo. Bones, I don't know. I think Bones is he with Bakura? The thing is that Bones killed not Bones. Was it, what was this? Special summons by tribute. I've already, wait, he gains attack equal to the tribute of monsters. Well, that's pretty good, but we can't really do anything with this still. I don't know, just fucking summon this, I don't know. I don't know why I just summoned an attack, but okay, fine. Whatever. Let's just bait him to attack, why not? Be a Sayer. I mean, I think the thing about this is that Misty and Sayer hate each other. Like, I feel like there's no way that Misty and Sayer would want to work together. I feel like that wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, I just feel like this is such a tough sort of group to really wrap your head around. What is this? Fuck off. Can we not have any good monsters? I don't know why somebody didn't attack, but whatever. I don't know, whatever. See, this is a pretty big clusterfuck here. Where I feel like Sartorius... Okay, now he's about to give him something. Cool. Perfect. Yes, activate this. Perfect. We win. Potentially. Oh, now we have jumps. Fuck off. Ship warrior. There we go. Cool. Do we win? I mean, if we... Well... Yeah, let's just do that. Why not? We're coming pretty close, don't we? Oh wait, he's 2800. Oh, he's that. I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, we win. Yeah, fuck you, Jack. Hey, he doesn't actually win this duel, right? I forgot, does he win this duel? Yeah, he does win this duel against Jack. Never mind, he does. Does he? Or is it a tie? I don't remember anymore. Whatever. The facility, we'll do that next. You know, actually, we might just save it for next episode. We might just try to finish off Season 7 right now. I think that's probably what we'll do. So, okay, let's try to finish this up. We have about 30 minutes. Let's try to finish this up. So, I mean, again, I think Bakura, Bones, Roman, and Dox, I feel like that's like the villain alliance that's kind of working together right now. I feel like Akiza, Sartorius, Misty, and Chaz are kind of the good guy alliance that's kind of grouping up. I feel like Sayer's probably in the villain alliance. If that's the case, I feel like Sayer has a relationship to Akiza, but obviously Misty wants nothing to do with him. I feel like Leo and Henrietta would lean towards this hero side, I'm kind of thinking. I think Don Zalug would lean towards the villain, and then it all comes down to Quentin. And this is the thing, I don't remember what Quentin's personality is really like who would he really side with? Because he is a villain, technically, in Arc 5, not Arc 5, in Zexal, but he's not really he's not that villainous. Like, he's more so just, he's doing it for his family sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he would actively want to be a good guy, right? I mean, I feel like that's the case. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking we make him side with the good guys. I feel like they go after this this villain alliance. Who goes though? Because this is the thing, is that, I mean, obviously Misty would want to get rid of Sayer, but I don't know if that's the best move right here. I mean, I think really for everyone, I think maybe Don Zalug is probably a better target, just because, oh no, Don Zalug has immunity, I forgot about that. So I mean, you can't get rid of Don Zalug. Maybe Bakura? I mean, I feel like there's people that want Bakura to stay though. Are there though? No, let's have. But yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think there are. Like, who would I say? I think Sartorius is the only one that would want Bakura to really stay. Even I mean, like Roman, Dox. Maybe we can make him go for Dox. Yeah, I mean, Dox is kind of just insignificant here, isn't he? Yeah, let's just have him go for Dox. 7 to 6. Who do they go for? I guess they go for... Did they go for Akiza? Or oh, no, I think they go for Misty. Yeah, I think they go for Misty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Because I think they think they have way more numbers than what they actually do. I feel like this is kind of like an opportunity of like one of the few opportunities where you're gonna have the numbers to make this move. So I feel like some of the people involved in this move might flip back in the next vote. I wouldn't be surprised at that, but I feel like for right now you kind of have to make this move, because I feel like that villainous alliance is just too big to let them get through this vote. So I feel like Dox is the boot here. 7 to 6. Next immunity challenge is the holding on to the pole. I feel like Akiza would do really well at this. I feel like Misty's a bit too tall for this. To be honest, Akiza's pretty tall too, but I don't know, I feel like, to be honest, Bones could win this, potentially. I feel like, that might be it. Maybe. Yeah, I feel like that's the case. I feel like Bones and Akiza. Let's give it to Akiza. I feel like, I feel like Bones would give up. So let's give it to Akiza. Akiza wins immunity, and now we're kind of in a weird position where it's 7 to 5. And I feel like Don Zalug goes home. I feel like that's probably the case. I feel like no one's here really defending Don Zalug. And also he has shown that he is a good physical player. So I think 7 votes for Don Zalug right away from the majority alliance. And then I think possibly someone like Sayer joins in. Even Roman. Yeah, I think Roman joins in. I think Sayer joins in. I mean, does everyone just join? I think everyone just joins in. Don Zalug, I think he goes for probably Roman. I can see that being so. Let's go for Sayer. I think he goes for Sayer. Yeah. So there we go. He goes home. What? 11 to 1. Don Zalug here. Yeah, I just don't feel like he has anyone that's really backing him up here. I feel like he's just such a big threat that's like, well, he kind of has to go. So now we're at the point where I think this war between Misty and Sayer reunites. I feel like this is a point where this is where it comes back to the forefront. We're at final 11 though. This is the stacking the the immunity letters and blocks and stuff. Who would win this? I mean, I think I could see Sartorius winning this. I feel like that's something he would be good at. Let's give it to Sartorius. So Sartorius wins immunity, and I think this is probably a move here. Like, I mean, the thing is, alright, wait, let's get all the numbers together. Let's get the final 11 here. So yeah. So again, I think Akiza and Misty, I think, are a solid alliance. I think Leo and I guess let's just say Leo and Henrietta are an alliance. I think Sartorius and Chaz are an alliance, but I think Sartorius is willing to make moves without Chaz. Then there's the 4-person villain alliance at this point, and then there's Quentin kind of in the middle. So the thing is that to be honest, I think Quentin probably leans towards Akiza at this point. I could see that being a group too. Akiza, Misty, Quentin. And then I do think Leo and Henrietta could be on that side. But then even with Chaz though, that makes it so that the flip can't happen here. But I feel like the way Sartorius would need this to happen is to get Leo and Henrietta on board to take out probably someone like Misty. I feel like either Misty or Quentin, though I feel like even Quentin would be tough. I feel like they can get rid of Misty. I feel like the group of Akiza's group says, okay, we're going after Sayer now. So I feel like Chaz goes for Sayer. I feel like Quentin goes for Sayer, Misty and Akiza go for Sayer. And I feel like everyone else just agrees to go for Misty. One, because I feel like Misty doesn't have the connections that other people like Akiza and Chaz and whoever else do. Two, because I feel like she's probably the biggest threat to Sartorius' actual game. Or not the biggest threat, but a decent threat to Sartorius' actual game, in the sense that he has these other people that he wants as allies, but he's not really that close to Misty, so it's like she's kind of like a sacrificial lamb he can get rid of. And I just realized I'm an idiot. I just fuck up the vote count because I gave the votes to so it's 7 for Misty, 4 for Sayer. There we go. So move Misty down. Okay, sorry. Yeah, trying to get the spreadsheet right. And then yeah, so Misty is gone at final 11, which I don't think is a great sign for Akiza. I think Akiza's pretty dead in terms of winning. I think she could make a couple more votes, but I definitely don't think she's making it all the way. So okay, we're at final 10. Final 10 was it the Domino Challenge? It was, right? Yeah, Domino Challenge. I think Sartorius wins this again. I think he does. I think Sartorius wins second straight immunity. He's got House of Cards. I feel like that sort of stuff. Like, I feel like that's stuff that Sartorius would be good, and dominoes and that sort of stuff. I feel like that's stuff Sartorius would be good at, which we're gonna have another one of those type of challenges later on as well. But which I believe didn't Serena win this? I could be wrong. Yeah, I have Serena winning this as well. So yeah, which is Sartorius' sister. So yeah, okay. So we're down to the final 10 again. So at this point, we have Akiza on her own, pretty much. We have Leo. Actually, with Akiza on her own, I feel like I feel like Leo and Henrietta definitely want to work for her, and technically she still does have Quentin to a degree. So I mean, really, again, it's 4-4 with Sartorius and Chaz kind of in the middle. Though I think with Chaz definitely leaning towards more the Akiza side, I feel like Sartorius goes along with it, and then they probably take out Sayer here. I think that's or do they take out Goodman? Because Goodwin. Because without Sayer and without Misty there, like, there's no real big motivator to get rid of Sayer in particular. Yeah, so I feel like it's either Rio or Roman. I feel like Roman's probably the bigger physical guy, though. So we got Henrietta, Chaz, Sartorius, Quentin, Leo, Akiza, voting that way. And I think the remainder vote for Akiza. So 6-4. Roman is the next boot. Which he was actually already there on the spreadsheet, which is funny. Okay, now we're at final 9. Final 9 immunity. Yeah, so we're really going through this pretty quickly, so hopefully we can finish this up in about 20 minutes or so. So, final 9 immunity. Final 9 immunity in Game Changers was the ball. Was holding the ball with the 2 poles. Again, usually a bigger guy sort of wins this, but there's not really a bigger guy left. I feel like if Roman was still in this game, I feel like he'd be a lock. But I feel like, I don't know, I'm feeling like Quentin could have a shot at this. I feel like Leo could have a shot at this. I feel like Bakura could have a shot at this. I feel like Chaz. I feel like any of those guys. I think any of those guys. I don't think Sayer, Bones. I'm not really feeling. Even Bakura, I'm not really. I think Quentin wins this. Let's give it to Quentin. I feel like Quentin wins this immunity challenge, which yeah, I think this is a pretty dangerous spot here for Akiza. I feel like time might be closing in on her right now. I mean, I feel like she, but then again, I mean, she should have a locked 4 votes. But the thing is is Sartorius able to get people to flip on Akiza? Namely the Akabas. I think that's really the thing here. Can the Akabas vote out Akiza? And I'm how should this go? Maybe they can go one more and then it's kind of tough because I feel like for Sartorius, even though I think he's playing probably the most strategic game here, I think his options are really closing in on him. And especially if he doesn't make this move here, I think he really needs to I think really for him, I think Quentin winning immunity really ruined a lot of things here. I think if Quentin didn't win immunity, I think it would have been easy for Sartorius to convince everyone to get Quentin out. But I feel like Akiza and Chaz being the 2, I feel like that's a bit tougher. I think we can, I don't know. The thing is, or can he get Quentin to flip? That's the thing. Can he get Quentin to flip and vote out? Maybe he can get Quentin. Oh, I just realized that. He can get Quentin to flip to vote out Leo. I think that's a big move, isn't it? Voting out Leo right now? I feel like maybe that's the case. Maybe, yeah, Quentin, Bakura, Sartorius, Bones, Sayer vote for Leo. The remainder vote for Sayer, I guess? Sayer, Bones, Bakura. No, Bakura. I think Bakura. Henrietta votes for Bakura. Chance votes for Bakura. Yeah, I think that's a big move. Leo has gone 5-4. I think really out of nowhere. Like he wasn't really looking like he's in danger. I mean, obviously he's a strong player, really big threat here. One of the one of the few like really solid duos. I feel like him and Henrietta within the game, not in real life because he left her in real life, or not in real life, but in the fucking anime. Okay, so we're pretty close. We are at the final 8. Final 8 now. Final 8 challenge was the House of Cards. Right. So yeah, I feel like this is a Sartorius challenge for 3rd time this season, and to be honest, at this point I'm running on fumes with this fucking thing. I'm like, to be honest, I'm fucking tired as shit, but I want to get through this. I want to finish this up, season 7 here, which this one we are kind of rushing through, but to be honest, I don't feel like there's that much to talk about here anyway. Yeah, I feel like, to be honest, I feel like this is one of the weaker casts that I have here. And one of the least interesting ones, but whatever. So let's just get through this one. So we're at final 8. Sartorius has immunity. Sartorius just made the big move on Leo, which leaves Henrietta, Chaz, and Akiza on the bottom. Though again, I think Sartorius could flip back with Quentin and go ahead and vote out Bakura here. Then or Sayer. I mean, we're at the final 8. I think Bakura has to go. The thing is, I don't think Bakura is fuck, wrong one. The thing is, I think it's between Bakura and Sayer. I think the difference is, one, I think Sayer has a couple of relationships that are keeping him. I think he has the Akiza relationship, which is kind of keeping him there. And then also, I think Bakura is the bigger threat in terms of jury votes and stuff. I feel like Sayer, if he gets to the end, he's not fucking winning. Well, I feel like Bakura has a shot. So I feel like I do feel like those 5 votes go to Bakura. And I feel like Bakura, Bones, and Sayer probably go for... probably Akiza again. So yeah, that's 5-3, where Bakura goes home. And to be honest, I have no clue where the season is going. Obviously, Sartorius is the big player of the season, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know how the season's gonna end. Because I don't feel like Sartorius is gonna win, but he might if he does get to the end there. Obviously, I feel like Akiza's probably not gonna be able to get there. I don't know. Maybe Quinn could win, which would be weird because considering his the winner of season 1 was Trey, who is his younger brother. Quattro was on a couple seasons ago, his brother, but he was the merge boot. Yeah, season 4. But whatever. All right, let's final 7. Final 7. Again, this is where Brad Culpepper goes on his immunity run. Is this the bucket challenge? Getting the bucket, Porter, whatever. Yeah, it is. With the puzzle, like the challenge that was the final 5 in David vs. Goliath. I forgot what it's called, but it was using Kakeon. I'm kind of thinking. I'm thinking Chaz could win this. I feel like Chaz has a good shot. Let's give it to Chaz. Not Chaz. Chaz. Okay, there we go. Chaz wins immunity. And now what though? I think Akiza goes. I feel like this is probably the time for Akiza, but the thing is, are the numbers even there? I mean, I don't think they really. I mean, we have Sayer voting for. Oh, I think okay, whatever. I mean, I think this is a Sayer-Akiza war at this point. I think Sayer wants Akiza out. I think Akiza wants Sayer out. So I think that's probably what's going on here. I think Bones votes for Akiza. I think Quentin probably votes for Sayer. I mean, he has in the past. I feel like Chaz is a pretty clear vote for Sayer. So it's 3-2. Sartorius and Henrietta are really the swing votes here, and I feel like they go. I feel like it would make sense to go for Akiza here. Fuck, we're already 39 minutes in. We need to finish this up. So yeah, let's have them go for Akiza. I think that's probably what happens here. I feel like it makes the most sense from a strategic standpoint, at least. Considering I feel like, again, she's a much bigger threat than Sayer, who I feel like if Sayer gets to the end, I don't think he's getting any votes. So Akiza goes out here. And now we are at the final final 6. We only have one female. We've only had one female winner so far, right? So that's a shame, because I think Akiza is definitely a contender. I think even Henrietta wouldn't be too bad here, but whatever. Final six immunity. Final six immunity was the maze. The maze and everything. I think Quentin probably wins this, actually. I think Quentin wins. Quentin wins this immunity. One, it's probably a good thing for him because then, because again, I think Sartorius and Chaz want to stick together. So I think Quentin, Henrietta, Chaz, and Sartorius. I think they go for Sayer at this point. I think they go for Sayer, and I think Sayer goes for Chaz. Sayer and Bones go for Chaz. So we have 4-2. Sayer got a total of 12 votes, tied with a couple other people for most votes of the season. Probably will stay that way based on how many people are left. So final five vote now. Final five immunity was won by Brad Culpepper. It was the paddles, moving the paddles across the thing. I feel like this is a pretty. I feel like this is a Quentin win. So Quentin wins immunity once again, and this is where it gets not really, actually. I think they vote for Bones, right? I think they vote for Bones. 4 votes for Bones. I think Bones probably goes for Sartorius, probably at this point. So yeah, 4-1. I don't care. I keep on getting this fucking thing saying, oh, what was it? Extend your McAfee thing. It's like, I don't fucking want it. I never wanted it to begin with. Okay. There we go. Final immunity challenge of the season. Which, yeah, 3 out of the 4 people here have 1 immunity, so that's something. Who wins Final 4 immunity? Final 4 immunity is the stairs going up and down, solving a puzzle at the end. I don't know, does Chaz... Who has more athletic ability, Chaz or Quentin? It's really between the two. I think it's pretty close. I think if Quentin doesn't win, I think Quentin goes out here. I think if Chaz wins... I think if Quentin wins, probably... I don't know who goes home, really. Fuck, I did not mean to do that. I just don't remember how, like, did Chaz ever do anything physically impressive? I don't think so, right? Kind of leaning towards, maybe we just let Quentin finish off his run. There we go. Quentin has the final immunity, and I mean, again, he was gone, so I mean, I'm kind of thinking Sartorius and Chaz, I guess, are still together. I think Henrietta is yeah, I think they go for Henrietta, I guess. Actually, no, I think they go for Henrietta, but I feel like Quentin tries to get Henrietta and tries to take out Sartorius. I think that's what happens here. However, I do think Sartorius wins the fire-making challenge. I do think that's what happens here. But yeah, Henrietta goes out through a fire-making challenge, which is, what, 3 out of the 7 seasons to go to a fire-making challenge, which is pretty good, I feel like. So yeah, 2 votes for Henrietta, 2 for Sartorius. So Quentin is the only person to not get any votes. I think he was immune during all the time where he would have gotten votes. So yeah, either way. So we're at the end. I mean, we're at the end here. Let's just go through the votes. Again, we have Docs, who, I don't know. They all vote. Every person in the final 3 voted for him. And none of them were really on the same tribe as him for that long. The only one that was even on the same tribe as him at all pre-merge was Quentin, so I think we'll pass on him. We got Don Zalug. I think Don Zalug, I could see him voting. Maybe I could see him voting for Chaz as like kind of a respect sort of thing. I could see him voting for Sartorius. I think he votes for Chaz. I think he votes for Chaz. I think Misty is a. She's a Sartorius vote. I think she respects that Sartorius had to get her out. So there's that. Roman, I think, is a Sartorius vote. Leo, I think, is a Sartorius vote. I think Bakura is a Sartorius vote. The thing is, I think Sartorius wins with a lot. I think he gets all these villain votes. I think he gets Sayer. Akiza, I'm not sure. And even Misty, I'm not 100% sure. But I feel like, and even Don Zalug's on the vote, I'm not 100% sure. But I feel like I'm pretty sure Sartorius gets Roman, Leo, Leo. I guess I'll include Henrietta as well. Bones, Sayer, and Bakura, which Ray gives him the win. That's already 6 votes. Yeah. So the other 4, no matter how they split, doesn't really matter. But I feel like I feel like Akiza probably goes for Quentin. And actually, let's switch Misty to a Quentin vote. I feel like that's probably a possibility. Don Zalug, I guess we'll have him as a Chaz, as I mentioned, and then Dox. I think Dox is a Sartorius. So there we go. I mean, so yeah, I mean, Quentin, even though he went on that big immunity run, not enough to be Sartorius. And again, I think it's a pretty satisfying ending here. Sartorius as the winner. I think that's a pretty good, solid winner. I think the shame is that he's probably not. He won't be on All Stars now, because I feel like I don't know. I kind of feel like we're missing out on. I feel like GX isn't the most. Do we have enough GX people? We probably do, either way. But either way, like I feel like we don't, but we probably do. But either way, that's it for that season. Sartorius is the winner. We got through that one pretty quickly. I kind of rushed through that one, but we were able to get through that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm fucking tired. And I plan on recording again tomorrow for a good chunk of the day. So hopefully that doesn't hinder that. But tomorrow I hope to get through seasons 8 and 9. We'll see. And we'll set up season 10 down the road. But for now, I guess, thank you for watching.